I woke, confused, the alarm screaming at me. I remembered Arrow and Shelby and shut off the alarm. Went to the bathroom, painted my face with makeup, shades of black, gray, and brown. I looked at myself. I was a demon. Got dressed in all black, non-reflective clothing. Grabbed the bag with all of my stuff and threw it over my shoulders. Got the pipe bomb last and strapped it to my thigh with tape. If it went off, I wanted it to kill me, not leave me a cripple. I took a deep breath and rode my bike to 4 Oaks. The only light was the moon. I rode past the gas station. It was closed, so no worries about being seen. I rolled into Arrow's neighborhood and tucked the bike behind the first truly dark tree that I saw. When I left it, I made sure to stay close to houses so I could bolt if I needed to. Nice night, if you weren't a runaway with 10 ounces of gunpowder strapped to your leg. What I needed, besides a telephone pole, was a nearby sewer grate and a good spot to sit and hide. I needed to watch, see who showed up besides police and fire trucks. I had a vibe that tonight I might get to see the man who took Shelby. I checked my pager, more out of habit than anything else. Still nothing from Arrow. I veered off of my path, stopped looking for what I needed, and went to her house. Her light was on, but I still felt silly throwing pebbles at her window like I was some hapless kid in an 80s sitcom. After a couple of stones, her window opened. She popped out. "Nickel? Who else? I can't see you." I flicked the flashlight on and off twice. "You're all black." "I'm working." "Shelby?" "Yeah. Want to come?" "What are you doing?" "Nothing I need help with." "Just blowing up your neighborhood." "No thanks, then. I need to study and get some sleep. I was at the jail trying to see Dad pretty much all day. I got like 15 minutes after he was done talking to Mom and his lawyer. He's a wreck, but I believe that he didn't hurt Shelby." "Good. He didn't. There's going to be a big bang within the next half hour or so, okay? Don't mess yourself." "Thanks for the heads up." "We're going to have work to do soon. Call me." "I will." She slid the window shut, and I slunk off into the black, feeling more like a ninja than a little boy playing private eye. I found the perfect pole just after I left Arrow's, right by a sewer grate on a plain stretch of road. It was far enough away from the house in front of it that even if it blew bad, it probably wouldn't hit it. Most importantly, there were no lights on around me, either on the streets or on either of the closest 2 porches. I took a deep breath and knelt next to the pole, sliding my backpack off of my shoulders and laying it in the lawn. I took the night vision goggles out first and snapped them onto my head. I closed my eyes and switched them on. My pupils dilated under my eyelids, and I opened my eyes to see. The world was built in shades of yellow and greenish light. I took the drill, pulled the trigger, and let it hum for a second. I picked my spot on the pole and went to work. It was harder work drilling into the telephone pole than I'd expected. I had a terrible time getting even halfway in, and I was worried about wearing out the bit or bending it. I made 6 holes in the pole, one on top of another, so the edges were touching. I put the drill in the backpack and got the saw. Throwing what I knew about carpentry aside, I pushed the saw into the hole before turning it on. It whined a little, but the blade didn't snap as I cut the treated lumber, widening the channel for my bomb. Satisfied with my work, I put the saw down next to the bag and tore the bomb off of my leg. I was close, but not there yet. I set the bomb in the bag and made 2 more cuts. I tried again, and it fit, just barely. I put the saw away and got out the hammer and bit of dowel. Slowly hammered at the dowel to push the bomb the rest of the way in the hole. It cinched it in perfectly. I wouldn't need the glue after all. I shoved the hammer and the dowel into the bag and grabbed the rope. I wrapped one end around the pole around 5 or 6 times, just above the bomb, and tied it off. The other end I tied to the sewer grate, pulling on the rope to make what little tension I could force on the pole. Once the rope was as taut as I could get it, I stepped back to admire my handiwork. Everything looked in order, so I threw the backpack on and switched off the night vision.